Ladies and gentlemen, it is the events of events in Awaken Chaosera. Just goodbye with my whole intro. All right, I'm the Mad Queen, by the way. But this event is my favorite. Honestly, it's really the only event worth getting excited about in Awaken Chaosera. Just to throw you a little truth bone there. But this event can honestly set your account up for months. So before I keep going, before I say one more word, Rosalie is very tempting to get. If you have diamonds sitting around and you're thinking about summoning for her with your diamonds, stop. Okay, do not do it. Don't summon for her with your diamonds. You're going to need so much energy for this event. I think right now, so you can see I have 539 energy. I have like 7,000, okay, I have 8,247 diamonds. I will be spending every single one of those diamonds on this event for energy because you can get so many resources. Right now, they're just having you go through and unlock the stages in the event, and it's called the Oath of Frostfire. I don't know. But the Oath of Frostfire, you can see every day at reset, a new stage unlocks, and you complete it. You can get challenges where they give you some rewards in here, and then you can get some quest rewards too. Literally, it's nothing special. You just go through and clear these stages, and you just get a few extra goodies for doing it. Through this event, you're going to be able to farm for two main resources. That's going to be these dragon scale fragments, which are the silver ones, and these ancient dragon scales. So the fragments are going to be able to combine, and it's going to make full dragon scales, the ancient dragon scales. There's an event shop down here, and if you see here, says 3 days and 22 hours. You can see like there's this like wooden glowy box, and it's got some stuff in it. Okay, kind of piques your interest. If you just joined during the Attack on Titans event, this is very, 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 very similar to one of the aspects of that event, where in 3 days and 22 hours from whenever right now is, these stages are going to open up, and you're going to be able to farm them for different things. There's going to be a day where you do gold and jelly. There's going to be a day where you can farm for different gear charms, and then there's going to be a day that you can farm for ability crystals and farming for ability upgrading crystals. Sorry, I can't talk. But during this event, I'm telling you, I can get thousands. Yes, I'm not over exaggerating. I will not be purchasing any energy of any kind outside of the diamonds I have saved up. So I'm not going to be spending any money during this event. But thousands of gear charms. To me, that is super important. Honestly, I've gotten to the point where I just need everything now, except for maybe the upgrading abilities. But I'm low on gold, I'm low on jelly, and honestly, I think at this point I have more gear charms than I do gold and jelly. But when you go to the event shop, you can see there's a store here, and here are the two different resource types. When we scroll through here, you can see that you can buy different things with these resources. The very first thing you want to buy with these fragments are these ancient dragon scales. So you want to come here and buy as many of these as possible until you max out and buy all 300 of them. Use those, come up here, and honestly, in this order, buy the Legendary Book of Masters first, and then buy at least one of these holy pumpkins. If you like to collect the banners or the icons, these are a limited time. They won't ever come back. So if you don't get them now, you'll never get them again. I personally do like to collect these, so I will be buying these. I don't always buy the ancient summoning crystals because the chances of getting a legendary is pretty slim in them. I've opened so many and I've gotten 1 legendary total out of them. After that, come down here and get these advanced summoning crystals. Then, if you are considering summoning for the hero, I know it's not a ton, and I do wish that there was, I mean, come on, put a 0 at the end of this. Limit 20, okay? Why 2? You're paying in energy for everything in here. But what do I know? As far as the warrior chain and the ring go, if you're a beginner or a mid-game player, these are going to be a good purchase for you. But outside of that, if you're in the late mid-game to, late game, in-game, of course, these are not going to be good items for you. It is on the ring, 9% attack, that's not bad. 4 speed, 5% crit rate, but then we have flat stat defense and then 7% focus. And then on the necklace, we have 9% attack here, speed, crit rate, attack, and focus. They're not bad by any means, but if you're able to farm in hell, like stage 12 or up consistently, hell stage 2 or up consistently, you don't need to, honestly, you don't need to waste your resources on these. But this is what I'll be doing. Book of Masteries, both of the Holy Pumpkins, both of these, or all 5 of these summons. And then I will be purchasing the Oath of Frostfire for both of these, the banner and the icon. After that, hopefully I've already purchased this, like I was saying before. But after that, I'm going to come down, buy both of these, all of my foodies. I love foodies because for me, it's more of an organizational thing. If you actually break down the cost of what you save from using foodies, if you don't know, foodies take 50% less XP jelly to level up. It's actually not really a huge amount of savings overall, but it is a little bit. I just really like to have all my food separate from everything else because, organizational thing. And then after that, every single one of these fragments that I have will go in here towards advanced gear charms. This is how I'm able to get so many gear charms during these events. I'm still not out of all the gear charms that I got from the Attack on Titans event, because I had so many. And honestly, I didn't even hit that event as hard as I should have or as hard as I could have. I think I only came out with like maybe 2,500 or 3,000 gear charms. That's actually kind of low, especially since I did have the resources. I could have kept going. I think it was a bit of a busy time then at the beginning of the year because it happened at the very beginning of the new year. I think like the first weekend to the new year. I can't remember exactly. But if you do this just right, you're not going to need to do any gel. You're not going to need to spend any of this on jelly, and you're not going to need to spend any of it on gold because, like I was saying, there are days that are set for each of these resources. You need to really understand what you need for your account. Do you need jelly? Do you have a lot of heroes that you just cannot upgrade because you don't have the jelly? Do you need gold because you have a lot of heroes upgraded, but you can't upgrade their gear because you don't have any gold? Or on the flip side of that, maybe you have a lot of gold, but you don't have a lot of gear charms or even ability farming. I highly recommend to not farm the ability upgrades unless you are somewhat new to the game and it's a harder dungeon. So like farming for green ability charms is actually one of the more difficult ones to do. That one would be all right to go ahead and try to hit, but if you're really trying to min-max all of your resources and get the most out of this event that's going to benefit you, go for either the jelly, the gold, or the gear charms. Even if you decide, hey, I'm just going to skip out on the gear charms. Go for the gold and the jelly, because every one of the runs is going to give you fragments, which you will be able to spend on gear charms in this event. So you don't even have to hit, two of the days that they have here. Just farm the jelly and the gold if you don't have a ton of energy saved up. Because of course, there was not really a heads up about the event, so we couldn't really, give you guys any advice. So I hope you guys didn't spend all your time in summoning for the new hero. Not that she's not worth it or anything, but this is going to be so much more beneficial for you. So on those days when it's gold, when it's jelly, farm. Those are going to be the days that you want to try to dedicate as much time as you can being locked to your device. Just multi-battle. Typically, they're not really hard to do either. And I am happy with the fact that it seems they've made the difficulty of these not as hard, so that newer players are able to farm this as well and get some kind of benefit from it. It used to be too difficult, and newer players or even a lot of mid-game players would have a hard time completing this event, farming it, and getting the resources that were possible out of this. It was really frustrating for a lot of people. So I am glad that they made that change. Please do this. If there is a time to not miss out, this is it. Because they only do this event maybe every 3, 4, 5 months. I would say on average, probably about every 4 months. So set your account up, farm all of those resources. I am going to try my very best to farm, and not spend any of these resources that you can get until the end. And I'll go ahead and make a video and show you guys everything I was able to get, because a lot of people, I think I exaggerate a bit whenever I say how much I really truly get. So before I end this, I want to show you guys the resources I have on my account right now, which it is very barren. Don't judge me. You can see I only have, 2.2 million gold. I have 2.4 million jelly. Okay? 2.2 million gold. And as far as my gear charms, oh, look at this. You're also going to be able to farm 3-star pumpkins. I almost forgot about that. I have 8 of those right now. I will have probably 200 or more at the end of this event, as long as I'm not lazy. Please don't be lazy. And then I'll go down here really quickly. You can see all of my gear charms. As far as the purple ones, I have 451 of the advanced gear charms and 86 of the special gear charms. You won't see me getting a lot of the special gear charms, but these advanced gear charms, I will get so many of these. If I don't have 5,000 of these at the end, I'm just going to uninstall the game. Not really, but I'll be very upset, because I do have enough energy and resources to make that happen on my account. Let me know in the comments below how much jelly you have right now, how much gold you have right now, what your gear charms are looking like. Let's have a little bit of a competition, okay? Actually, I'm going to do a giveaway with this video. If you can beat me in farming this event, I will put you into a pool where I'll do a giveaway, and I'll do a giveaway to 4 people. 4 people. If you can out farm me by the end of this. That means you're going to have more diamonds, or not more diamonds. You're probably going to have 0 diamonds. You're going to have more gold, more jelly, and more gear charms than me. All right. So let's see what you guys can do. I love a healthy little competition. Join my Discord so that we can, you know, kind of let each other know what's up. And, you know, brag a bit about, you know, I'm here, where are you at? So join the Discord. That is going to be, or the link for that is in the description of literally every single video ever. I think this is going to be really fun. A healthy competition always makes farming, well, honestly, it makes things a bit easier and better anyways. A little bit more of a push, I guess you could say. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.